What's up, Minecrafters? KC here, and welcome to episode 41 of my Let's Play series for Minecraft Pocket Edition. Today I'm going to continue building the entrance here to my new house inside of my mob grinding dome. During the last episode I completed this face, and I like that quite a bit. It's pretty simple, and yet with the materials that I used them in some different ways. For example, I used some stone brick stairs, and I placed those in different directions, some facing down, some facing up. And that creates a bit of a unique textured look. And again, I really like the way that looks, and I think it fits well with the style that I have going here in this particular area of my world. So to get started today, I'm just going to clean up the entrance here a bit, remove some of these materials that I think I'm going to use differently or replace. And that would include the stone brick stairs that I'm using on the back of this platform. I'm going to replace that with some oak planks, I believe. And I have some of those in a chest here. Hopefully I've gathered most of the materials that I'm going to need for today's episode and placed them in that chest. But I think I will maybe get rid of these dirt blocks here as well and have my entrance be made out of these oak planks. Use a half slab there to finish that off. And just continue removing this dirt. And I'll need to do that on both sides. So that's looking better already. And one of the things I had done off camera was to create some glass panes to use as my windows here. And I placed these steps where I want the windows to be, and I'm just going to place the glass panes on those steps. That'll allow me to see outside, as well as allow light to enter in from outside. Just looking at the top, I think I will go ahead and place stone bricks up against the back portion of my entrance. I think I need to get some dirt to stand on. I use dirt quite a bit for that because it's easy to tear down after you place it. So I'm just going to build up where I can stand on that. And then I can finish removing these smooth stone blocks. And then again, I'm going to replace those with, well, I think I'll replace those with stone bricks, but I don't have any of those in my inventory. So I might as well go ahead and grab some of those. And while I'm here, maybe I'll get a few of the other materials that we may need. See if that'll be enough for now. But I'm going to continue placing the stone bricks because I think those will be at least partially visible. And so I want that to be consistent with the rest of the front of my house. So I'm just going to place those all across this top row against the back wall. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I will climb back up where I can more easily see that. And then remove that smooth stone section. And again, just replace that with stone bricks. So we can step back and see how that looks so far. It's looking quite a bit better. So I think I will use these leaves to help decorate the entrance as well. Sometimes I use leaves like bushes, but in this case I think I will use leaves like they're a vine that maybe is growing from the top here, maybe coming down by the windows, and maybe even sort of hanging over the side and growing down. Again, more like a vine than a bush, which again is the way I've kind of used these in the past. And so I want this to look somewhat random. Again, like vine that's climbing and growing. And I may even go down to the level below and have that hang even lower. But again, I don't want the same pattern on both sides. It should be a little bit unique. And then maybe it hangs down from there. So I'm just going to step down to the bottom here and add just a couple more of those. Again, it looks like it's sort of hanging off of the side of the house and creeping down towards the bottom. So I think that adds some nice texture and some nice character to the front of the house. I think I need some lighting here as well at the entrance. Now I don't know, with the way I have these bricks placed, I probably won't be able to place torches directly against the wall. So I was thinking that I may place some torches on top of a fence. But it might look good if I were to use like a stone wall there. So let's see if I can build. I can. So I will build some stone wall and maybe place that on this last block and then place a torch on top of that. So that lights it up quite a bit. I think that looks nice. Just thinking if there's any more detail that we can add here. And it might be nice to have some type of plant or flower here at the entrance. So let's see what happens if I place a dirt block here. Then I'll be able to grow some type of plant on that. And I have a couple of different types of plants in my chest. I have a couple of ferns. I also have some tall grass and flowers. So I may just experiment with those and see which looks best, or which I think looks best anyway. So maybe I'll start with the tall grass. So that's not bad. I think I could definitely go with that. But just out of curiosity, I'm going to see what some of these other types of plants look like. So maybe blue flowers. I don't think that that's going to be quite enough, and it doesn't really fit in with the other materials that I'm using here. I also have these ferns. So that's not bad. I could go for that as well. So the tall grass or the ferns look nice. And then the last type of plant that I had in my inventory was actually saplings. So if I place these saplings here, they will never grow into trees. There's just not enough room for them to grow, so they will stay saplings. But with enough light, and these torches they're putting off enough light to keep those from popping off. But I kind of like that. It's a little bit larger than the other things that I tried. I like the colors. I like the brown wood that you can see along with the leaves of the sapling. So I think I will go with that for now. We just close the door here and see how that looks. So I think that looks nice. I like the way the bricks have different shapes, creating some different textures there. I do also like the netherrack brick stairs that I'm using for the roof. I think that adds some nice color. I think these vines turned out really well. I'm really pleased with the way those look. And I like the glass and the ability to be able to see inside slightly. So overall, I really like the impression that that gives when you first come up to this top platform. I think that's a nice look. I do want to just go back down and see what that entrance looks like from below. I didn't mean to go down all the way. So I may want to do something different here to cover that up a little bit. A couple things that I could do would be to place some stairs along there. And I don't think I have any, but I think I will go create some cobblestone stairs, because I think that will fit in well with the cobblestone wall that's there. Get just a few more cobblestone blocks out of my chest. Then I'll go back down and see how that looks if we place those. And I'm going to place those upside down. So I think that looks a bit better. It helps cover up part of the structure anyway. I may want to come back and hide those two dirt blocks that I have my saplings on, but I don't think that looks too bad for now. So let's see what this looks like from the inside. Not too bad. Nice cobblestone wall. I like the stairs there against the window. That allows you to see outside. So I think that looks nice. Now looking at the entrance, what can I do here? Well, I could place some torches. So for example, I might place torches on the sides. And it might be nice to have some type of structure here in the corner. So I could place a dirt block there and maybe hide that with trapdoors, although that may affect the ability for me to easily enter and exit, because the trapdoors would technically be out over top of that center block, and I may not even be able to place trapdoors on both sides. So my options are a little bit limited, but let's just try a couple of things. What if I were to maybe place dirt block? And similar to what I did outside, I could try some different types of plants or flowers there. Dirt block, not stone block. Maybe I'll try the ferns there. That's not too bad. Gives a little bit of color. Again, a little bit of a different texture, so I think that looks nice. Now I definitely want to make this room larger, and again, I am picturing in my mind a decent size house, not too big, but maybe with some different rooms that have different functions. I can definitely see building a fireplace in here somewhere. I can see using some type of wood material for the flooring. But I would definitely want to expand this room outwards. And just knowing where I am in my world here, I can create this room quite large without running into any other areas. I may even go one block back even further here. So I think if I do the same thing on the other side, that will make a decent sized entrance room. And then maybe I would use maybe oak planks for flooring throughout the room. I think that would look nice and give it a bit of a rustic feel. I think what I'm going to be going for from a design standpoint is maybe like some type of lodge. Again, I think a fireplace would work nicely in a lodge. Maybe a couple of bedrooms, kitchen, maybe a workroom, something like that. So those are the types of things that I'm thinking about for this particular house. And really, to this point in my world, I haven't yet built a home. I don't even think that I have placed a bed anywhere, which is kind of strange. But because I haven't been working outside, I really haven't needed a bed as much as you might in other worlds that you've worked on. Just really haven't had the need for it. So I will definitely take coal when I find it. And I think I saw some iron up here as well. But again, I like the idea of using wood flooring for that. And then I could also come back and maybe create a border around the top using upside down stairs. I think my preference for that would be to use some darker wood. So I do have some spruce here. I don't have a lot of spruce in my world, but I have harvested a little bit, and I have some spruce saplings as well. So I can grow spruce trees and get more of this wood. But I think that darker look may be nice in here as well, and would contrast, again, sort of against the lighter oak planks that I'm using for the flooring. Thought I had some smooth stone, and maybe I do in this chest. I do have some smooth stone, so I'm just going to replace that. And I may not leave the ceiling stone. I may change that up as well. But I think that looks pretty good. I like the darker spruce. So I think that will be nice. I think that'll make a nice room. So what I'm going to plan for the next episode is I will go ahead and get the flooring done off camera. I'll have that complete. And then I'm going to begin thinking about building a fireplace in this area over here. I think if you go into a lodge, one of the first things you might expect to see would be a large fireplace. I'll also have to determine what I want to do for lighting in this house. I'm thinking about some recessed lighting up in the ceiling, maybe using pumpkins or something like that. So I may try a few different things as well and be prepared to do that for the next episode. But so far, I like the way this house is coming along. I really like the entrance. I think that's turned out well. I think it's unique. I've not built anything exactly like that before. But overall, I like the impression, and I think it turned out well. So thank you for joining me for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Again, I do appreciate all of my viewers. I hope you get something out of this. I hope you get some ideas that you can take back and use in your own world. And I also invite comments and feedback. If you think of something that I'm not doing that may look nice, leave a comment. I'll be sure to read those and maybe experiment with those ideas. And if I find something that I like, that one of my viewers has submitted, I will maybe use that in my world. So again, I appreciate you watching. I've enjoyed creating this episode, and I look forward to the next episode.